I flew to LA, I think it was spring 2001, and my goal was to do the Golden Gate Bridge.
And the Stratosphere.
Right.
We were going to be doing them the same trip. And we actually found out that at the same time we were going to go for it, our friend Arnie from Norway was coming into town.
Now, Arnie's a cool guy, and he hosts his own extreme sports show, and like he's a big star in Iceland, and also I guess in Norway. And he's a cool guy overall.
He's a super cool guy. And he brought his friend Ivar with him.
Yeah, he's cameraman.
His cameraman, yeah. We talked to him, we told him that we were going to be going up to the Golden Gate Bridge, and then we were going to go to Vegas to do Stratosphere. And he said, well, why don't we combine our trips? You know, why do it separately? So we hooked up together and we planned our trips to San Francisco, which was first, and then we went off to Vegas and did the Stratosphere. And that was a really fun trip. I had a good time on that one.
Yeah. What we figured out to do, like we wanted to disguise ourselves as one of the workers, so we went to the store and bought the hard hats for the workers.
Big yellow hard hats.
Yeah.
Look like construction workers, so that as you're going up the cables, if any like normal person just sees you, they'll just look at you and go, oh, he's just a worker, and stop thinking about it and keep driving.
We couldn't do it in the night because like so many people are committing suicides from Golden Gate, so they keep the bridge closed, I think between midnight and 5 a.m.
Yeah, midnight and 5 a.m. you're not allowed to walk on the bridge. So even if we wanted to, we couldn't have. So we had to literally go to the bridge at 5 a.m. right as the gates open, and then go out to the center, climb up, and then jump it. It was really pretty cool. When we got there, we kind of looked down and we realized that there was a landing area right underneath the bridge, which was really nice, which we weren't really sure of. And then we also noticed that Harbor Patrol, the police, the harbor police, actually are stationed right at the bottom, right where we're gonna land. We also noticed that there was only one road in and one road out, meaning that getting out was gonna be very difficult, especially if for some reason the cops were notified, because that would be our way of escaping. Arnie and you and myself decided to go on a little like reconnaissance mission where we'd walk down to see what other methods we could use to get out of there. And you guys actually like climbed down the cliff and noticed that you can actually climb out of the cliff instead of like coming out the roadway.
Yeah.
So we decided, well, what we'll do is we'll just jump, land, get all of our stuff together, and then start climbing up the cliff and climb out. And if for some reason the cops show up, there were like bushes and stuff that we could hide in.
And I figured out the bust factor was so high, like I was at the moment I had a tourist visa,
Yeah.
and I decided you guys need one more cameraman. So at the end there was just you and Arne and me. I was walking on the bridge, but you guys did the jump.
Yeah, that was really cool. It was good that you were on the bridge though, because you were the one that warned us about the police coming, and also it was a cool camera angle too. And the bust factor was so high. I mean, this was one of the few jumps that I actually went into just assuming I was going to get caught. I really didn't think I'd escape. When we finally did, we got here around 5 o'clock in the morning. It was still pitch black. Walked out onto the bridge, climbed the cables, got to the top of the bridge where we were going to jump. You know, we did the jump, and within 5 minutes of jumping, you were on the walk.
Well, yeah, I was on we had always like walkie-talkie connection, so that's how we hear like if someone is exiting, they give us like the camera crew a sign, or also like after the jump. I was on the bridge and I just saw the sirens, and I saw all the lights and heard the sirens about, I think it was like 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes, and I'm warning these guys like, okay, they are on the bridge, run or hide. And Jeff starts to run, and I see you like going, and I see another car also going to the lower part of the Golden Gate.
Yeah.
And soon I think there were quite a few cars on the deck, and quite a few, I think there was also the boat just looking for you guys.
Boat came out too. It was funny because like we hear, all of a sudden I hear Iiro saying, hide, 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 there are cops on the bridge, there are cops under the bridge, there are cops coming for you, they're everywhere, they're coming to get you, hide, hide, hide. And then Arnie and I like had already started climbing the side of the cliff, and there were like these little bushes that we kind of like got into, but it was like on a really steep slope. So like it wasn't like you could just hold on to something really comfortable. You're kind of like laying there like against the slope going, and you're like constantly slipping down. And all of a sudden we look down and we see a cop car going right underneath us. It couldn't have been more than 30 feet underneath us. And we're just like going, oh, like, oh no. We end up sitting there for about 7 hours, just literally just like hanging on, just like, oh, and the cops were just going around. And we saw the little boat going, and we just were like hanging out there for a while. And then we decided, well, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna leave our gear here, continue climbing out, get out, and then come back for our gear later in the evening time. So that's what we did. We left our stuff, remembered where it was, climbed out, called you guys. You guys came and picked us up. We went and saw a movie, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then we came back that evening and picked up our gear and got out of there. It was actually a really exciting, fun jump. I was just really amazed at how quick the police responded on that one. Because, you know, I've had police respond fast, but in 5 minutes, that was impressive.
And it's also fun to see like the impact what base jumping has for other people, like bystanders. Like I was on the deck and two guys on like a morning bicycle tour just happened to see the jump, and like they were excited. Like luckily I got their reactions on tape and they were totally supporting. Like that has been in every case. Like if there's people on the deck, on the buildings, everywhere, when they see base jumping, they just go berserk.
Yeah, they love it. It is. It's really kind of cool how people, like, I think most people understand that, you know, most people when they were small children or throughout their lives had dreams of flying, or have wanted to fly in some way or something. And when you ever watch a bird like step off an antenna or step off a building or just open its wings and start flying, I mean, it's a beautiful and incredible thing. And they can kind of relate to it, and they kind of look at it and see, wow, you know, that's a person who's literally flying.
Where did they jump off? The very top of the tower?
Yeah.
Shit! That's a hell of a free climb. Damn!
Did you see both of them?
All right! Woo!